Hello, good evening. Welcome to Why Not Ask Cage, coming to you every Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. from Kuala Lumpur, Malaysia. Thank you for tuning in. Tonight we have an exciting subject, as you would have seen from the video. I was walking late one night near my house, outside my house, along the road, and I started seeing some mysterious lights moving. Now, these lights were not motorcycle lights and not bicycle lights. They were kind of like lights at very low level, as if someone was crawling around with a torchlight or something. But it was moving fast. And before long, I discovered there was a gliding object whizzing past me. And I later came to know that it was an electric unicycle. And as my curiosity got the better of me, I went to I find out what was going on, and Gerald had an inquisitive neighbor checking on him. So I met Gerald, got to know him, and I like to introduce you to Gerald, who has introduced me to the world of the personal electric vehicle. So, Gerald, welcome to the show. Thank you for tuning in, for taking time to do this, and I hope your friends are tuning in and watching this. So, Gerald, tell me how you got started with this unicycle that we saw in the video just now.
Hi guys. Firstly, thanks for the brilliant introduction. The way you describe something, gliding through. This is what I get most of the time. This is what I get most of the time. And most of the time when the people will stop me and ask what is this, okay? They are curious. I mean, this is something they have never seen before, nor they can actually imagine. So back to your question, how did I start? Right. During the pandemic, I think everyone was suffering, and now it is history. It is still running, right? So people tend to get bored, and same goes to me, lah. So I was trying to find something new to do. So I started with electric scooter, okay, and I was YouTubing, YouTubing, and I found this is something very interesting. Okay, so down the road, I took one in, and not even a month, I started to explore more. What are the other options? I mean, this is so fun. So when the fun comes in, the excitement comes in, you try to want to have more. So I found the EUC and what we call electric unicycle. So instead of having two wheels, when I started the electric scooter, I have a handle. It's easy as long as you can bicycle, as long as you can do simple self-balancing. There you go. Just hop on and you pull the throttle, and there you go. So when I found this, I saw a YouTuber sharing on this electric unicycle. I was really impressed. The way he rides, the freedom that he has, really impressed me. And there we have. I took in one, and after that, I was riding around for a couple months, maybe 2 months, and I found a group of similar enthusiasts. Okay, maybe I can mention here. His name is Carlos and Ken. They invited me. Since we are the rare species, we are like you can count by one hand how many of these riders. During that time, it was 2019. So they invited me and joined them for a ride, and I was like, oh my god, someone has a similar hobby with me. It's rare. So I took it out. I went to Putrajaya and I met them. Okay, so this is how we started a group. We have the same hobby, same interest, same passion, and we started this hobby together, right?
And so it was a hobby, yeah.
Yep.
And so you have a business, right? What do you do?
Yeah. Currently or before the MCO, I was running a restaurant and around PJ. So
what's the name?
During Farmer Street. Okay. Farmers, the farmers and the street lah. Yeah. So during MCO, as we know, things started to um get heavy now on us, you know. We are having
Okay.
a lot of problems, you know. We couldn't accept customers dining in. We were ordered to shut down temporarily,
Yeah.
so far and so on. I think I don't have to explain so much in detail
Yeah.
how does the pandemic influence us lah. So
Right.
okay, so I started this, you know, I start to think and I support from some partners lah, you know, namely Carlos and Ken, you know, they all like, why not we do this together? You know, why not we start, first of all, build a community, start a Facebook page, we start a WhatsApp group, and let's get people into this by giving training, you know, by giving training, by getting an authorized dealership from China, you know, and let's
Ah.
get people
Mm.
to introduce them into the electric unicycle world.
Mm.
Yeah. So actually, electric unicycle, it is only a small part of the PEV. Okay, I'm gonna use this word this term quite a lot. PEV stands for personal electric vehicle. Okay, it consists of okay, the definition of it is personal. You are normally a solo rider, electric, and it's a vehicle that can bring you around. And it is actually pretty popular in Europe, US, and China. So when we look at how overseas using this kind of PEV, so we thought maybe we have a good chance here lah. You know, everyone is going green, right? Everyone wants government is also encouraging zero emission. So there is no better place than getting this. You know, it's a hobby, and perhaps we can make it a hobby as well. And
Yeah.
there we have 2 years later, we have from a 5 rider today, we have easily 120 riders.
Wow.
Yeah, yep.
Okay. Wow.
So in
So,
in in the terms of 18 months, yeah, 18 months,
yeah. So,
yeah,
you've taken this on as a business then, have you?
yes, definitely.
So,
We we
I'm just
we do
jumping
have a
ahead. If people are interested, they can just find you and they can buy something like this from you.
exactly. We even set up a shop. I think 3 months back in Ara Damansara, we have a proper showroom. So before that,
Yeah,
it was not very professional type. Like, you know, we are like online, and if you want to view the unit, we'll meet somewhere. So it
I
looks so
see.
good. So we have
Hmm.
set up a shop, and we included after sales service. You know, everything you
Hmm.
can think of if you purchase from authorized shop, you know, your after sales service,
Yeah.
warranty claim, etc. and etc. You know. So yep.
Hmm. So, my next question is,
Okay.
um, how safe it is? How easy is it to ride? Because it is amazing. You cannot get less than one wheel, right? You have to at least one wheel. So that is kind
Uh-huh.
of the most minimum number of wheels you can have on a vehicle. And
Mm-hmm.
so it's hands-free. You look like, I don't know how you can balance. So I think those are questions which those of us unfamiliar with this would want to know before we, it looks kind of exciting and frightening at the same time.
Yeah. Like I said in the beginning, we look like we look like if I don't, I mean, in not a good way to say we look like an alien. You know, who are these bunch of people, right?
Yes.
So as long as okay, actually coming back to balancing that you mentioned before this we do see people unicycling that pedal
Yes.
unicycling those are one wheel as well. That kind of balancing is much harder compared to ours. Okay,
Oh, okay.
because they have to balance four sides. Okay,
Hmm.
ours is only balancing left and right. You know, front and back is gyro. It's automated by gyro to make us stay upright. So when you ask how safe it is, okay, this is a very broad subject actually. Perhaps I can simplify it as we have active safety and passive safety lah. You know, passive safety is when you know the wheel It has alarm to tell you, you know, you are going too fast. It has a tilt back system that, you know, when you push it, when the system detects you are unsafe, it will tilt you back. So to prevent you to push it further. So these are some passive safety feature, I would say lah. Active uh active safety features or active safety precaution. We must at least get a helmet lah, you know. Get a helmet, get a elbow, get a knee guard, get a wrist guard, and also we must. Actually, my recommendation on this is it's actually a lot of common sense lah. You preferably you know how to drive. If you know how to drive, you know something what you I mean you know what to do when you're on the road. You know, so um yeah, it is pretty safe if you know you understand your view. You know, because there are so many models, there are so many specs, there are so many brands. Each wheel behaves differently, you know. You've got to understand what is the limit of each wheel.
Yeah.
And each time I have a new rider comes in, I will make sure they are mature. They are not kids. They must know what they are doing. They
Yeah.
don't over push the wheel, or at least there is an adult with them for guidance. Yeah.
Yeah.
So it is pretty safe. The conclusion is it is pretty safe as long as you know what you're doing.
Okay. So
Yep.
it took me 2 days to ride a bicycle, or 3 days.
Okay.
I can't remember. 2-3 days to ride a bicycle.
Okay.
How long does it take to? I mean, 2 wheels. So 1 wheel, we learn faster or learn slower?
This is a very good question. You know, when I started, it took me about 4 to 5 days. Last year, the average learning speed was maybe 3 to 4 days. Recently, I don't know why. Yeah, even riders could ride this thing in an hour. Believe it or not.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
What is there? Is there because they are younger or older or whatever? What factor that made the difference?
I truly think age helps lah, because if you are young, you're not afraid to fall. If you're afraid to fall, you will learn definitely slower. Okay, but what I can also say is I feel I mean we have about 100 riders now, so they have been observing. You know, I feel this new batch of riders, they have been observing how we ride. We have proper guidance. They can actually see us how we do it. During my time, I learned it all from the YouTube. So there is no one
Okay.
guiding us. I mean, I'm sure
Okay.
if Carlos and Ken, they can truly feel how we do. The new
Mm.
generation, they pick up really fast, and I'm very impressed with that. Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
And you don't see that it's because some of them can do skateboard and all that first.
Oh yeah, that helps of course. The more you engage in this kind of self-balancing vehicle or sport, you will definitely pick up faster. Yeah, that's
I
for sure.
see.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
And yeah, that's what I wanted to share.
Thank you. So I'm going to ask you a favor because many people may not have seen this. Can you kind of demonstrate one because but can you turn on the light because I want them to have the experience of the unidentified light that I saw in the dark.
Turn on the light. Actually, all wheels comes
just
with light.
turn
All
on the
comes
light
with
on the cycle. On the cycle.
Okay.
Just turn on the cycle because yeah.
So
And
the
can you
one that
explain how to ride on it as you go along? Just explain. Because from how to stand and then from standing how to move.
let me see. Let me get. Okay, is this a good position? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, let me put this back. Okay, by the way, this is the smallest unicycle. It's a 10-inch wheel. It's light and it's very portable. And I think my son even learned on this. So can you see? Can you see from here? Yeah. So it is pretty simple. Like I say, the front back is locked. You only got to balance left right. Okay. The front and back locked. They have gyro kick. in, it is secure. You only got to balance left and right. So how do we ride it is when we lean forward, the wheel will move forward. And we lean back, either braking or we reverse. So it is pretty simple. If you have practice, I've been riding this for more than 2 years lah, so cannot compare lah. So for those, if you have any friends who are keen and interested, we actually do have training class. We used to do it every Thursday, but of course the pandemic came in, the lockdown, the MCO, so we temporarily put it on hold. Because actually this is a non-contact activity, but during training, I'm afraid not so lah, because you will be holding, you'll be teaching, you'll be guiding, so there will be contact lah, right? So now we are doing online on so we are teaching through video, or we are teaching through through live or video call, right? Hi.
That's excellent. Yeah, I can still hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's excellent.
Yep.
So let's see now. We can find out more about it on Facebook, right?
Yeah. You can follow us on. Okay, you can. We have a Facebook community. It's called Electric Unicycle Club Malaysia. Okay, and that's our community page lah. Our page is Future Speed. That one it's a product and services we are selling unicycles as part of part of us. And also you can, if you want to have more info, you can actually follow our YouTube. It's called Future Speed as well.
Yeah, so Electric Unicycle Club Malaysia is a community, and this is where they can find you, and if they want to interested in getting one of these unicycles, that's where they can find you.
I mean,
and if they want to get a feel, you watch the YouTube lah. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And also, if you want to contact us, if you have no obligation to buy us own, at this stage we are just introducing. If you want people to know more, don't see this as an alien. It's very fun. Okay, you got to try it. I never feel anything close to this yet.
Right.
I've been like I say, in 2019 I started. There is not even one day I never write.
Okay.
Right. So every day, I do it every day. It is, we call it in Malay, we call it racun. Racun. Once you start this, you will be definitely racun.
Okay. So that is your disclaimer. That's a disclaimer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. I dare you to try lah. I dare you to try. And if you tell me it's not fun, okay, then we will talk about it. Okay. What I can assure you is there is nothing feels anything close. Right.
That's very dangerous. I live very near you. It's very dangerous. It cost me money at this rate. Yeah.
As long as you gear up lah. As long as you gear up, so we can ride further, we can ride longer. We just have to make sure we protect ourselves. And there is one thing also I want to send out to our future riders lah. This thing, okay, unfortunately was banned in Singapore, I think somewhere around last year. Okay, where Singapore is like a country city, it is so congested. So even those normal walk paths, it is filled with pedestrians. So human to human collision, it's very likely lah. Okay, so here we are a bit more lucky, but we must not take for granted of this lah. We should always ride the way we want people to respect us. Okay, so we got to really gear up. We got to look like we are a safe player here. We are here to share the park, the road, and we cause no harm. Okay, don't be afraid of us. And also, we try to avoid we avoid those major roads lah. We don't go major roads. You know, we are like I would say almost like cyclists. So you know, cyclists they don't go major roads, they don't go highway. They are cycling kampong areas. You know, so we are trying to do that as well, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Um, do you know whether internationally where this has a like a real practical use? That means people actually use it to ride to the LRT or the transport or to the
Yes.
office. Is it happening anywhere in the world? I know it's not happening in Singapore now, but
Yeah.
how is it happening elsewhere?
In US, they're actually they can legally ride this on the road, on major roads. You know, it's like they're treating this like a part of a licensed vehicle. Okay, unfortunately not here lah. So
Mm.
even Philippines, there are a lot of this kind of PEVs using the bicycle lane. So I foresee if like you know our KL city or like places like new developed areas they have bicycle lanes. This is what we want for our PEV usage. It is very friendly, we feel safe, and let me see what other countries that legalize it and they have even treat it as their own transport. I think Philippines, I think UK is in the grey area now.
What about
Europe,
Netherlands? Full of bicycle. Netherlands.
I'm not too sure about Netherlands. I'm not
Sure.
too sure.
Because
Uh,
you know, there's so many bicycles there. If this go faster than
yeah,
bicycle, then it might be a problem, right?
yeah. So we are normally in the range of 30 kilometer per hour lah. 30
That's pretty
below 40
fast.
lah. Yeah, it is.
Amazing.
Yeah, it is pretty fast.
It's like a motorbike,
So
man.
yeah, it is
Half
like a
a motorbike.
motorbike. No lah, no lah, no lah. Motorbike can go up to 100. It is
Yeah,
a bicycle range lah. I would say a
yeah,
bicycle range.
yeah.
Yeah,
Bicycle going downhill.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
I think maybe the only city we can have anything close to, you know,
Putrajaya.
space is Putrajaya lah. Because I think
Yeah,
I see the
Putrajaya.
video. It looks like Putrajaya kind of
Yeah,
place. You know? Yeah,
yeah. We,
yeah.
we, we feel pretty safe riding there lah. It's
Mm,
nice. It's a properly planned city. It has
yeah,
lots of our big and wide roads. You know, so it is
yeah,
a good place
yeah,
for us to enjoy, lah,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
And
I'm just
yeah,
yeah. I'm just thinking that I don't feel safe as a pedestrian, so I don't know how much safer that is as a unicyclist. But then again, unicyclist, you can get away from danger faster than pedestrian, right?
well,
Yeah.
depends on the situation, lah. Depends. Yeah.
So, so possibly, well, as a hobby now, it's pretty interesting. You know, I mean,
Yep.
for
Yep.
practical use, I suppose you need more people who are using it first, lah. I suppose. Yeah.
Yeah. Lah. Actually, among all the PEVs, this is the most compact, lah. So, we do have riders take this as a daily commute. You know, they take a
Yeah.
train and then they
Mm.
will just park beside them. You know, they get off from train and then they will just ride back to the destination.
Are
So
there
it
people
is,
who are actually doing that now?
yeah. Even scooters, electric scooters, they are doing it. The smaller ones the smaller ones. Those bulky ones, you don't encourage that lah because it might disturb people,
Mm.
right? Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you for a very interesting introduction.
And,
So do you have a message for future enthusiasts out there, or well, yeah, future enthusiasts, or anything that you like to say about the future and how you feel about where it can go?
okay. Um. Okay, guys, this is definitely the future lah. You know, we have last decade there are even hybrid cars coming like Honda Jazz or Prius. So people are moving towards green, and this is 100% green. So what else can be better than this, right?
Yeah.
So this is the future. I'm very, mark my words, I'm very positive. I think. Right? China is doing this already. Even
Oh,
China is doing
okay.
it. Yep.
So I see. So it's becoming a real utility vehicle in China now.
Yes. So guys,
Uh,
don't feel shy. Give us a call and we will talk things up. We will guide you through how to start this interesting hobby.
so thank you very much. Thank you very much, Gerald. You got some comments out there, and somebody said racun itu betul. So
Yeah,
I
racun
think
itu benar.
itu benar, yeah. I
Yeah,
think
racun itu benar.
we believe you.
Yeah.
So thank you very much for spending your time with us. And so I can put the comments there. Hold on. Yeah. This is a very nice comment for you. Yeah. Yeah.
Naimi.
And Naomi is asking me to join you guys. Thank you.
Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You should. Yeah, you should.
Yeah. You are dangerously near where I live. Terrible.
Yeah. Actually, our park opposite is a good place to learn. Yeah.
Yes, it is. It is really nice.
I used to
Yeah.
teach. Yeah.
Yeah. But I find that it's very. I envy you when I see you in the late night alone and you have the road to yourself.
Yeah.
It's such a nice feeling, you know. Yeah.
That's to kill my racun now. You know.
Yeah.
That's to kill my racun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So thank you, Gerald. Thank you very much for spending your time with us and for showing us and for giving us those videos. And ladies and gentlemen, I want to thank you for tuning in. And I hope you have found this show entertaining, and I hope it opens up a world for you. And you know, if you think the motorcycle gave you freedom on the road, that I don't think that freedom matches this freedom where you're just gliding. It used to be only in comics and movies that you're gliding hands-free and you are like standing still and you're flying through above the road, you know. So we're going to close. Thank you very much. And we're going to close with a video that shows that these personal electric vehicles of one-wheel nature can even go off the road. So, and Gerald has provided the video for us. So thank you, Gerald. Let's say good night to our guests. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Good night.
Bye.
Wow, nice.